In this video, we'll walk through the different locator strategies available in INGenious Studio for browser testing. Locating elements on a web page is one of the most important steps in automated testing, and INGenious Studio provides multiple strategies to make this process simple and effective. First, let's talk about locating elements by role. Every element in a web application often has an implicit role based on its type. For example, a heading, checkbox, or button can all be located by their respective roles. Consider this example. A Sign Up heading, a Subscribe checkbox, and a Submit button can all be located in INGenious Studio by specifying their roles. For the heading, Sign Up. For the checkbox, Subscribe. For the button, Submit. This method is highly efficient for finding common interactive elements based on their type. Another useful strategy is locating elements by their label. Labels are often used to describe input fields or buttons. For example, consider a password input field with the label password. In INGenious Studio, you can locate this element by adding attribute label with the value password. This method ensures that form elements are easily identifiable by the text associated with them. You can also locate elements using the Placeholder attribute. Placeholders provide helpful text inside input fields, which are shown before a user enters text. For instance, an email input field with the placeholder nameexample.com can be located with the attribute placeholder and value nameexample.com. This is a simple way to identify input fields based on the text users see inside them. Locating elements by text allows you to find elements that contain specific text. For example, a page greeting like "Welcome John" can be found by using the attribute text and value "Welcome, John." This is particularly useful for locating static text on a page or validating content. Images and other media can be located by their alt text, which is the alternative text displayed when an image cannot be loaded. For example, an image with alt text playwright logo can be located by using the attribute alt text and value playwright logo. This method is ideal for ensuring that images with specific descriptions are correctly displayed or loaded. Elements with tooltips or titles can be located by their title attribute. For instance, a span element with a title of Issues Count can be found by the attribute title and value Issues Count. This helps you identify elements that display information when hovered over. Test IDs are added explicitly to elements for testing purposes. These make it easy to find elements during automation consistently. For example, a button with a test ID of directions can be located with the attribute test ID and value directions. Test IDs are especially helpful when the structure of the page changes frequently. More advanced locators include XPath and CSS selectors. These allow precise targeting of elements based on their position or attributes. For example, using CSS, #column-A. Or with XPath, //ID equal to column-A. These methods are powerful when you need to target specific elements within a complex DOM structure. INGenious Studio also supports locating elements inside the shadow DOM. Many modern web components use shadow DOM for encapsulation. By default, all playwright locators work with shadow DOM, except for XPath. Consider this example with a custom web component, where the details text is inside a shadow root. You can locate it just with the attribute text and value details. This allows you to interact with elements that are otherwise hidden from the main DOM. Finally, let's talk about locating elements within frames or iFrames. First, you'll need to define the frame using INGenious Studio's frame specifier. For example, iFrame with the name firstFrame. Then we can just specify the attribute placeholder and value enter email. For nested frames, simply define multiple frames in order, like this: iFrame with the name first frame semicolon, iFrame with the name second frame. This ensures you can interact with elements inside deeply nested frames. In conclusion, INGenious Studio offers a wide range of locator strategies to suit your testing needs. From roles, labels, placeholders, to more advanced methods like XPath and CSS, the flexibility of locator strategies ensures you can reliably identify any element on your web page, making your browser testing more effective and robust. Thank you for watching.